In this video, we are going to discuss lateral entry in civil services in India. As we know, recently, yesterday only, UPSC has notified 45 posts at the joint secretary level, director level, and deputy secretary level in 25 union government ministries for the lateral entry posts. So in this becomes very important topic. This is in news now. In this video, we are going to discuss, as we discuss about the context, then we will discuss about what is lateral entry, what is the rationale behind it, what are the different criticisms, what are the way forward, and lastly, we will see the conclusion. So let us start. What is it basically, lateral entry? Lateral entry into civil services in India actually is the recruitment of professionals from the private sector at the middle or the senior management level of the government. Basically, it is a bypass the examination for which we are preparing, like the UPSC civil services examination. So those who are not able to give this examination at the senior level, they can be directly recruited to the bureaucratic positions like the secretary, joint secretary and other level through this process of lateral entry. Lateral entrants become a part of the central secretariat, which till now have only career bureaucrats, that means who go from the ground level, that is from district posting to the state level posting, and then at the central level from the all India services or the central civil services. So this is the different method other than the career bureaucrats who are recruited from the civil services examination. Till now 63 appointments have been made through the lateral entry in last 5 years in India by the government. Okay, so this is about some basics about the lateral entry. Let's go into the rationale behind the lateral entry. There are important points behind the lateral entry. First point is that need for the specialist and the fresh talent for the having the diverse background and expertise, as said by the Niti Aayog in 2017. Actually, there is one criticism about the this traditional civil servant as the generalist, who have the general idea, general knowledge, general understanding about the diverse field. However, there is requirement of a specialist in certain fields like the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of MSME, etc., from the private sector, from the NGOs. So that makes a ground for the recruitment of the specialist and the fresh talents. Next is the addressing the recruitment gaps. As we know, there is a lot of vacancies, especially at the central level. So basically through this process, we actually try to capture the talents from the private sectors, which we could not recruit them through the traditional examination process. It encourages the competitive spirit between the traditional civil servants and the new recruitee from the private sector. So it will promote the competition. Next is the personal shortage at the central. As Baswan Committee in 2016 report highlights that state governments are reluctant for the deputation of the officers to the central level, and that is the reason central government is lacking the civil servants, professionals at the higher level. So that again becomes a ground or the rationale behind the recruitment of the civil servant through the lateral entry. Next important point is strengthening participatory governance. As said by the second ARC Commission in 2008 also, that by involving the private sector NGOs, we will make the governance more participatory and thus ensure the good governance. Next is the governance efficacy. As the private sector will bring the efficiency and the management efficiency, expertise, this will help to bring efficiency in the administration also. For example, induction of the Montek Singh Ahluwalia in the Planning Commission, Parmeshwar Iyer in Swachh Bharat Mission, we have seen the success and the efficiency of implementation. Next point is the bridging public-private gap. After 1991 reforms, there has been the involvement of the private sector. So through lateral entry, we are encouraging the private sectors to be part of the developmental process, administration and the governance. Basically, this will enhance the collaboration between the industry experts and the non-profits with the government. Next, global practices. There are global best practices like the US, UK, Australia. They have already adopted lateral entry. So this also becomes the rationale behind the adoption of lateral entry in civil services in India. Next important point is the criticism. What are the different criticisms for the lateral entry in India? First is the process ambiguity in the recruitment, concerns over the vacancy determination, how the vacancies are determined, and the evaluation process is questionable. Next, conflict of interest, because many of the industry personals, experts who may have the affiliation with a particular company, so when they join Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Finance, there may be the chances of the conflict of interest. They may make policies or recommend the policies which will favor the company in which they were already affiliated previously. So that conflict of interest may arise. Next, it can discourage the motivated civil servant who prepare very hard to get into the services with the motivation, empathy, and the courage to bring change at the grassroots level. Next, reservation policy. This is the major issue. Now the opposition parties are also highlighting this issue because there is no reservation provision for SC, STs and OBCs in the lateral entry. So basically this can undermine the social justice and affirmative action. Next, lack of bureaucratic familiarity. Those who are directly recruited through lateral entry do not have the experience of the ground level reality and the administrative functioning, especially the protocols. So they may face difficulty in the adoption of bureaucratic system. Next, the tenures are very short. Within that, bringing a large impact is very difficult. So these are the criticism of the lateral entry system. At the end, what can be the way forward? There should be the balance between the lateral entrants and the civil servant through the traditional examination. So we need to keep the lateral entry minimum and the optimal. Next, phased implementation is required as suggested by the second ARC also, so that we can take regular feedback and make the necessary adjustment to make the lateral entry process more effective. Next, implementation of reservation. We need to adopt 13-point roster system which is used for the reservation in the traditional bureaucratic system. Same can be implemented in the lateral entry also. Next, there has to be the clear recruitment procedure to remove the ambiguity. We need to establish transparent, institutional, and we need to conduct entry-level test for the skill and adjustment and judgment. Next, bureaucratic assimilation. For that, we can adopt that we should give preference to those personals who had the prior experience with working with India, with the government, in the capacity of the consultation or the other associations. So they will be more comfortable in the getting adjusted with the bureaucratic system of the government. Then cadre allocation. State government training for 1 year. So basically we should make the lateral entrant to be the part of a particular cadre. They can work with the state government and then come back so that they can get the ground reality about the different issues. Then restrict to the technical sectors like the finance, economy, infrastructure only. We should not involve in like the sectors like the defense, etc. At the conclusion, you can say that the lateral entry can enhance bureaucratic performance definitely, as suggested by the committees like the second ARC, Niti Aayog also, right? If made more inclusive, if we are making it more inclusive, transparent and effective with clear policy, this can be very, very important reform in the bureaucratic as well as the recruitment of civil servants in India. So this is very important point of lateral entry. It can be used in GS2 governance. There we have the topic civil services. So you can relate this topic with that. You can get this PDF on the Telegram channel of Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. Thank you so much.